Hello and welcome to Wolfman Gaming. This is my Spider-Man Miles Morales blind playthrough. And as we start, I have just begun fighting a crime. I'm sorry, I should have included you at the very beginning of this, and I'm sorry I didn't. The only thing you missed is just me starting up the crime. There's nothing wrong with the video. It was just I was sitting here recording and I realized there was a lot of stuff going on, so I decided to jump in. And in the last episode I talked a lot about fighting games, and I talked about Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat and Killer Instinct. And I thought I'd talk a little bit more about fighting games in this episode, since we are in full on combat with these guys. I'm trying to make them lose track of me, so I'll be able to do 3 more stealth takedowns. But in the last episode I talked about Killer Instinct, I talked a little bit about Street Fighter 2 and Mortal Kombat, and now I think I'm gonna move to the next generation of games, and Tekken, which was the fighting game of choice when I moved over to the PlayStation era. I also played a lot of Soul Calibur, but Tekken was, I think, the biggest series. Before I played Tekken the first time, I played a little bit of Battle Arena Toshinden. A friend of mine had a demo of it because back in those days, in some magazines you would get like CDs with demos of different games, which was great because I feel like demos are something that isn't a thing anymore, at least not when it comes to console games. Let's see, we did stealth take out 4 enemies, now we just need to swing kick 5 more. Unless I've run out of enemies. Check out this cosplayer. You're gonna be my swing kicking friend. Oh, so close. Just need 1 more. I wonder if the cosplayer wants to... Ah, never mind. There we go. Bonus tier achieved. Yes, demo games, Battle Arena Toshinden and all that good stuff. Battle Arena Toshinden and Soul Calibur were quite fun because in unlike Tekken, you could actually do ring outs, and I like that mechanic because it added whoops, who is still alive? You are. It added another dimension to the gameplay, and it also made it, even though your friend was maybe leading and kicking your ass, if you could make him do a mistake, he could actually lose the fight just by trying to go on the offensive against you and you moving out of the way at an opportune moment so he would ring out. Yes. But either way, Battle Arena Toshinden, if you may never have heard of that game. And if you didn't, it's because Tekken and Soul Calibur and games like that were such a much bigger success. And
Hey, Dana fans! You're tuning into my
Of course, it's up on the roof. But if you want a chance to play Tekken, try to get your or Toshinden, try to get your hands on a PlayStation Classic. You know, the mini console that Sony released. I have spewed some bile over that console on my channel at earlier times. Because short version, Nintendo with their classic console, the SNES Classic, the NES Classic, they basically did everything right. Sony had a golden opportunity to copy that formula and failed so miserably. It was just sad. I almost found it provoking. Because on the PlayStation, also, the PlayStation was supposed to, in the beginning, it was supposed to be an add-on to the SNES, but I may talk about that more at a later point in time. I think I've talked about it in some previous video. Either way, on the PlayStation, it was a groundbreaking console when it came. It really capitalized on, really made polygon graphics a thing. And there were so many gems on it and great titles. So what do Sony do when they release a classic mini version? They put in a few killer apps, I'll give them that. They put in Metal Gear Solid, they put in...
a time capsule under that fountain when it was first installed. It's been so long, now they're doing repairs on it.
Oh!
I think I can use that hoist to move the fountain.
For the love of God. Nope. Really? Now it's become a matter of principle.
We've got the fountain hooked up to that hoist. Ready to move.
Haha. And that's when I started crying. Let's see. If we do it from the balcony, perhaps it will be easier. Or will it?
Fountain.
Yes. Thank you. There we go. Now where was I? I was talking about the PlayStation Classic. Yes. They put in a few killer apps. Metal Gear Solid, great choice. Final Fantasy VII, also great choice. Tekken 3, also amazing choices, thus far.
That was a hell of a way to tell
And
me
then
you're
they started
Spider-Man.
fucking up.
What if I'd killed you?
You want me to feel bad because you almost killed me?
I want you to stop lying to me. I let you in the underground because I thought you understood.
I do understand. What Krieger did to Rick? Roxxon needs to pay. Not like this.
This is the only way I can beat him. I need you to look the other way. Please.
I can't. I made a promise.
So did I. Why'd you pick here?
Dad brought us to that concert. 7 choirs from 7 countries. Remember? Ghana was my favorite.
Ghana wasn't there. You're thinking of Guinea.
No, I'm pretty sure it was Ghana.
Guinea, Belize, Poland, Cuba.
South Korea, Thailand, Venezuela. You're right.
I usually am.
Usually. What?
Oh my god. Rhino got an upgrade. Our suits almost match. System error. Ow. That seemed like it would suck.
Gotta say, I'm disappointed, bud.
Krieger.
Yeah. See, Miss Mason? Kinda knew she was gonna be a handful. You. I guess I was hoping that you and me would see eye to eye.
Where are we?
You're behind the curtain, bud. This is our most secure facility. And here the sausage gets made.
You're a real prick, you know that?
You know, when her brother and I were developing new form,
All you did was put your name on the patent. He said the only thing you knew how to do was sell other people's ideas.
Yeah, well, at least I still got a pulse, babe.
but let's not dwell, right? The first thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna... Wow! That is awesome. Are those involuntary defenses? Oh man, that's hot. You see, I'm gonna get that mask off you. And I'm gonna find out what makes you tick. Because you just smell like next level bioengineering. And you know what that smells like to me, kid?
This dude's sleaziness goes up to 11.
Okay, I'm gonna hit the gym. Leg day, can't skip it. Get her to tell us where my new form is. Yeah. Can't really open the plaza without it. Oh, and use him.
Time to finish what we started on the bridge.
No cameras.
Oh, this is gonna suck. Ow. Ow. How's about you fellas untie me?
Whoa.
Way to make an impression.
Are you okay? They were gonna kill you.
They were gonna kill you. Well, there's no putting things past her. Now there is there.
Holy shit.
Tougher than I look, huh?
Let's find a way out of here.
Okay.
Roxxon kept Rhino instead of giving him to the police.
The spider came in from the cold. Find a way out. Yes,
About
I think we
Roxxon surprises
deserve
me anymore.
a
You okay?
way out of
I
this
will be.
after all
We're
that.
out. I'm shutting off security cams. Can you check that computer?
Yes.
What did you find?
There's the exit. Through this office. We have to lift the base lockdown first, from the control room.
First, we need to escape the security wing. I'll go down to the floor, see what we're dealing with.
All right.
Door's locked.
Venom worked in the cell. Should work on the door. I can find whatever. Hello?
It's unlocked. I'm headed to the floor.
Right above you.
Yes.
That security door is
I'm gonna-
unlocked, but I'll have to hack a few terminals to disable the alarm.
I'll handle the security goons.
Security cameras are down in the south.
Ooh.
Rhino probably turned them on. Heard he wanted to question the person.
Screw you.
There's 2 more ahead.
Did I fail? So much for the stealthy approach. Well, at least stealth isn't mandatory. And since I just died and get a chance for a do-over, I can talk more about the PlayStation Classic. As I said, it had some killer apps. It had Metal Gear Solid, it had Tekken 3.
I'll handle the security goons.
Security cameras are down in the south wing.
Rhino probably turned them on. Heard he wanted to question the prisoners.
Bet that other guy can get even Spider-Man to squeal. Don't let your guard down.
What's up
Can't-
with these power outages?
Cover me. Spider-Man's here. Stay alert.
But mistakes were made when it came to the game roster.
Can't
Let's see.
believe we dropped the Tinkerer and Spider-Man.
Just take you out like so. So we can glue them to the ceiling. That is gonna make this significantly easier. And that gives me time to talk about... By the way, where's Finn? What path is she taking? I'm not quite sure where she is supposed to head. Let's see. If we divert you fellas' attention over there, I can take you. Because they put in games,
Spiders, man.
they put in games like Ridge Racer. And Ridge Racer was definitely not a bad game for its time. But when you have games like Gran Turismo 2, which was an amazing game. I remember me and a friend of mine, we played that game until our eyes bled. What? Not quite sure what happened. In my experience, enemies never look up in this game. So why did they suddenly do that? And talking about the PlayStation roster, I can't remember. I don't think they put in Castlevania Symphony of the Night. They may have done so. I'm not gonna swear to that they didn't. But I'm not 100% sure. And if they did, great. If they didn't, huge mistake. But I don't want to put unfair criticism on them. I think it may have been on the console. And I can't for the life of me remember. Either way, the thing is, with it, there was a lot of filler. Is the point I'm struggling so very much to get to. And I just hope if the trend would somehow continue, it feels like it won't, because it's been quite some time since they did another classic console. There have been like Commodore 64 and Sega have released some type of classic console, I think. But the thing is, with Sega's, whenever they do classic collections like that, it's always the same games. Because I have Sega Mega Drive collection on like PlayStation 3, I have it on PlayStation Vita, I think.
Okay, I'm shorting the mag line. I need you to trigger the override.
Okay.
On it.
Well, that takes care of the enemies at least. How do I get in there? through the door, perhaps. They always release the same titles in all their collections. So I think that is a bit uninspired. They have done a few throughout the years. But I'm hoping, and this I know I have mentioned before, I think I even mentioned it in a previous Spider-Man video, that they will release someday maybe like PlayStation 2 Classic,
Triggering the override.
because that console also had amazing games. Legacy of Kain Defiance was my all-time favorite on the PlayStation 2. If anyone has played it, they probably know why. Hopefully it was a great action-adventure game with puzzle solving and all the makings. Great voice acting as well, even for being so far back in the days. Can't remember what year it was released. I think it must have been come out around 2003, 2004, I would guess. If I rattle my brain, I remember I bought Legacy of Kain Defiance on the day of its release, actually, once again at a GameStop store, or EB Games as they were called back in those days, in Gothenburg. Cat Burglar. That's our old friend. Leader of defunct biker gang, that's Tombstone, and I didn't read the third one, sorry. Return to Finn. But also Nintendo GameCube Classic, or maybe not Nintendo 64 Classic, because I still have my original Nintendo 64. I tried hooking it up to my old TV a few years ago, and oh my god, the graphics on the Nintendo 64, they have not aged well. Everything was... It was early polygon graphics, but everything was so grainy. It looked terrible, and that's most likely because I was... What?
You caught them together. Well, I mean, you
Unk?
caught them, but it was thanks to your...
What are you doing here?
So clearly there's something going on there.
You agreed to leave the kid alone.
Uncle Aaron?
Ah, the kid. I love how you say that. It's just so paternal.
Let Spider-Man go, and I'll get you new form. Feed you underground intel, whatever you want.
You backstabbing SOB.
Leverage. Works every time.
Miles, Spider-Man.
Here's leverage for you. I've seen things. New form making people sick. What you did to Rick Mason. If I went public...
Yeah, but you won't. Here's the deal. You're a wanted thief. Plus all the jobs we've done together. But you'd be in the cell right next to mine. And we both know you're a little too self-serving for that. So, we're gonna head in and check on Miss Mason and Spider-Man. But it's kind of an invite-only party. Bye.
Asshole! Okay, let's get out of here.
Uncle Aaron. No. Wait.
Do you know that guy? Is that the reason we got captured?
No. It's... I knew he worked with Roxxon, but I didn't think he'd sell me out.
I can't believe this. You led me into a trap. Why do I keep listening to you?
Then no. There has to be an explanation. I didn't know this would happen. Just
Say it. Let's keep moving.
Yes.
They initiated a lockdown. That's the control room we have to get into.
so we'll need past those security shutters.
Got a maintenance panel here, but it needs power.
Let me see what I can do.
On my way.
Hey there.
I can't do
Might be
shit.
attached to a generator.
Charge generator. Where's the generator? probably connected via the cable.
With the machines?
Just need some venom, and we'll have power.
There's the generator. That ought to do it.
There, you got power.
Accessing. I can't hotwire the shutters, but I can move machinery, like that crane.
Maybe we can use that. I'll look around.
They build engines for their APCs in here.
Let's see. Oops. I'm guessing we're gonna use.
Raise and lower that crane. Is that useful?
Hey, crane's over this engine thing now.
Engine thing. I've got an idea.
Yes, engine thing. It's a technical term.
Yeah, think I know where you're headed.
I don't. Are we gonna slam it through the security shutters, perhaps?
Okay, this laser should activate the engine. Ugh, crap. Laser shorted out.
How can we route power?
Why does nothing ever go smoothly?
The laser shorted, but it still works. Needs a new power source.
Yes. On it, sort of. And
Could use those nodes and some webs. Reroute power to the laser.
and we hook it up to this one. I'm struggling to hook it up to this one. Why doesn't it work?
That glass is in the way.
They just had to make it. Right. They just had to make it unnecessarily difficult.
You're good. Use the laser.
One laser coming up.
Perfect. If I overcharge the engine, it'll be explosive.
And explosive is just what we need to destroy those shutters.
Time to make
So
it explosive.
do I?
Get down.
Let's go. Almost out.
Anything worth doing is worth overdoing.
That's our way out. Give me a few minutes to get it open.
Looks like they guessed our plan.
Not hard. There's only one exit.
Yeah, well.
I'll take care of those guards. You get that door open.
One thing. Did you ever think about calling me to tell me you were Spider-Man?
No.
You know, after my parents died, Rick basically had to become my dad. I thought I'd miss having a brother, but I had you.
Finn, that won't hold forever.
Go. I'll be fine. Just go.
Yes. Let's kick some ass.
Those guys with the lights on their helmets can spot heat signatures. They'll see you if you try to go invisible.
Oh.
How much of their R&D department is dedicated to fighting us?
Probably millions of dollars in untaxed money. You clear the floor. I'll work on overriding security so we can get out. I can
So
still access machinery if you need me to move anything.
what you're saying is prioritize the dudes with the Splinter Cell dudes.
You good in there?
Yeah, those webs are holding the door.
Because they look a lot like... What's his name? Is it Sam Fisher? I think in the Splinter Cell series.
Come through here.
You're going down.
Hold up. I've got something. Spider-Man's in this sector. Eyes open.
You ain't seeing shit.
All units engaged. Pulling the trigger.
Shit. I thought I was in the clear. Apparently...
Targeting Spider-Man.
They know you're here. They're calling reinforcements.
You think?
Doing this the loud way.
Yes, I was talking about mini consoles. And that is a subject I've talked... What? You sneaky bastard. I thought the pillar would save me for sure. But okay, loud way it is. It's gonna be a lot worse for these fellas, but if that's the way they wanna play, that's the way we play in the spirit of Xmas. Ow. There we go. Yes, I was talking about mini consoles. Sorry, I spaced out for a second. I was so focused on the dude with the visor. Mini consoles. Yes. Struggling to keep a train of thought here. This is a subject I've raised before, and I would still love to hear your input on it. What console would you like to see a mini version of? Like, would you like to see a PlayStation 2, perhaps a GameCube, maybe even a Nintendo 64? I'm not here to judge, but I am gonna try to take out... Oh, it's an assembly line for tanks. They don't pose a threat. Good to know. Not a threat as such, at least.
This one.
I see it.
What?
Listen, I know you don't trust me.
You're right. I don't.
What can I do to change that?
Stop going.
She doesn't trust him, but
Like I haven't stopped
she's perfectly fine with trying to hack a terminal while he is kicking ass out here.
Promise to talk you through
Is this one of those, the enemy of my enemy is my friend?
Really listen.
Miss
I've
me.
made up my mind, Miles. You need to start accepting that.
Then I'm gonna have to stop you. You need to start accepting that.
I'm through. Meet me in the showroom on the far side of the assembly line.
See you there.
Yes. Was that everyone? Did I kick everyone's ass? I'm not...
For you.
No? I still hear someone. Let's see. Because this episode is real... Oh! There you are. Ah, for the love of... There we go. Was that it?
Coming?
Looks like they locked the doors. I'll find another way. What
There we
about
go.
the public about Rick's death?
Do you have proof? 'Cause I
Let's
don't think the
just
word of
bolt
Jimmy's
for the
romantic is
exit
gonna
because
convince
we're
people.
There's gotta be a way.
over 30 minutes.
I think that's the exit. Hey. Lost and found.
Thanks. I know
Nice.
this place. This is Krieger's lab.
Krieger has a lab?
Mostly for show, but yeah. Rick showed me a photo once.
Krieger's lab. Wait. All the current new firm project data's on here. Toxicity reports, failed safety reviews, and Krieger's name's on everything. This would destroy Roxxon.
Slee smile. And look who decided to join the party.
You like my new color?
Big House.
Immune to your little zappy pops.
Zappy Pops? Come on, man.
Now, we finish this!
Oh, this is gonna suck. All right.
We need to break his armor.
Here's the Ivy wannabe.
A good test.
I think that's a sick version of a compliment.
Gotta damage his armor. You keep getting up. I'll keep knocking
Ow.
you down.
But I only need to knock you down once.
Keep him down!
All right, comrade.
Oh my god, he's throwing a tank!
Maybe if I charge the engines.
Thank you, Captain Obvious. Where'd it go? Ow.
Engines are weakening his armor. Guess Roxxon didn't plan for exploding engine blocks when they designed their new armor.
You need to put him down! Permanently!
Put him down permanently. Check.
That's not how it works.
And that is why you
I have absolutely no problems with putting down Rhino once and for all. Let's go big game hunting any day.
Why do you sound so tired?
Ah. Ah, come on. Oh, okay. I get it. Suddenly things became a lot more hectic. Ah. The thing is, I need to have Venom power, it seems, to be able to charge up the engines. And with those red electric sparks, it's making it rather difficult. So let's focus on kicking some ass. Thank you, Rhino. Oh, can I? Ow. Nope. No, I can't just hit. I like the fact that there is no loyalty among thieves. I don't know if that is Finn or just a random woman from... must be Finn. Either way, focus. Wolfman. There we go. Kick his ass. There we go.
His Roxxon armor's disabled. You're up.
On it.
Ugh.
Ready for some zappy pops, big guy?
That's okay. I don't like you either.
We're gonna break him.
Yeah, she is.
This is about as intense as it gets.
Wait. Just make sure he doesn't do anything. I'll be right back.
Exploding bulldozer trophy.
The right way.
You know, Krieger told me how your brother died. Very amusing.
Shut up.
He also told me it was your fault.
Obvious setup is obvious.
Krieger updated the reactor. Tried to supercharge it to make his deadline. If Finn goes through with her plan... Oh my god. Harlem.
You watched him die. Helpless.
No!
Go to hell.
Ow.
Finn! What the hell? Screwed up the bridge!
System error.
Not me! Finn! Finn, the reactor!
Come near me again. I'll kill you.
Of course you will.
But... we're family.
My family's dead.
Genki. I need help.
Yes. Oh, for the love of God. This episode could have been 2 episodes.
I'm gonna go grab a washcloth, some antibiotics.
Miles? Where have you... ¿Pero qué pasó? What are you wearing?
I have to tell you something.
And it never ends.
Finn's attacking the plaza.
Yeah.
So that was you chasing her through the city. The Spider-Man. You could have died. No lo puedo creer. Why didn't you tell me about any of this? All those talks we had? How to keep yourself safe? But this?
I didn't want you to worry. And the other Spider-Man's gone. I just keep making things worse and worse. Now I screwed up things with you.
Miles. There is nothing you could ever do or ever be that would make me stop loving you. Nada. You give me strength, Miles. That's all a hero really is. Someone who's brave for the people they love.
Just a guy who doesn't give up.
Gloria's handling Feast, and Teo's gonna help us go door to door.
Perfect. Let's get this evacuation started. I'll meet you outside. You remind me more of your father every day.
That's great. Can we please end this cutscene so I can end
Stay
this
safe.
episode?
Well,
Still no way.
Hey, I'm telling people in Harlem they need to evacuate before me and your mom go door to door.
okay, cool. I wanted to say, thanks for always having my back, man. Hey, I could use your help before you go.
You got it.
I want to cross-reference underground activity with buildings that could store Nuform. Maybe you could hack Oscorp surveillance towers, or...
I'm in. It'll take a while to narrow down.
Thank you.
That's all right. Thanks, man. Gonna stretch my legs a little, then head out. Gonna take some time to work on music when this is all over.
Oh, thank the gods. Well, I'm gonna end this episode right here, and I want to thank you very much for watching. This video really dragged on, but yes, as I said, I want to thank you very much for watching, and I will see you again in my next video. So until next time, this is the Wolfman signing off.